Good times? Woo! So I just want to start off by saying, yesterday it was awesome race.
Well, I'm here at Rocky Mountain Speedway with Tamara and Joel Cinnamon, the co-owners of Rocky Mountain Speedway. Guys, what a fantastic season you've been having, right?
Oh, it's been absolutely phenomenal. Like every single race weekend has just been blown out of the park. It's been phenomenal.
Yeah, we've been, for little Valemount, we're under 1,000 people. We've been pulling the biggest car counts, the biggest fan counts in Western Canada. Like we've got Dwight Kennedy here right now. He's in the Canadian Motorsports Hall of Fame, and his guys are all saying they go everywhere traveling, and they're not seeing car counts like this.
Wow, that's amazing. So this is your first full season in the books, I guess. You had a partial season last year. How has things been going?
I would say it's better and better. Every race weekend we've been doing what we do good and trying to improve on that, and get one or two new items between race weekends and just make it better. And I think it's really working out. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So looks like a huge turnout today for drivers. How many in the count today?
Yeah, so we were about 50 drivers, and then with pit crews, I did the numbers this morning, we were over 150 people in the pits here yesterday. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a record. That's definitely a record for us, yeah.
That's amazing. And I wasn't here yesterday, but tell us about yesterday's races.
Yesterday was incredible. I think the track, Joel's been working a ton on the track, so the track itself is fast, it's smooth. There was literally like almost no dust out here, which on a dirt track is unheard of. But the fans, we were packed, and we are right now. We're not even racing for an hour, and people are backed up. The fans are packed here. The motorhomes are packed here. And Valemount, again, is about 980 people, and I think we were about 650 people on site yesterday.
That's amazing. So let me ask you, this year you've had a couple of interesting things, but you did have one serious accident. You want to tell us about that? And I know the community's been rallying and the racing community's been rallying about that. You want to give us a little bit of an update on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So nobody ever wants to see anything like that happen, and it was a very serious accident. Like it was a really bad rollover, but the key points that really worked out, we had a safety guy right on that corner, which we do on every corner. He was on the radio instantly. We have medics there. We have our own little kind of first responders in our track association, as well as we've got some of the Valemount Fire Rescue guys with a bunch of experience. So we were on it like that, like literally instantly. It was a well-built car, so that was part of it. He didn't, the occupant that was in it, he was hurt, but he was totally coherent, and he was kind of joking around, and he was making it work for us, and just the whole thing worked seamlessly. Literally, like we had him out in a few minutes. We had to extricate him. We had to cut the cage out of the car and all that, but it worked out really well. And like you said, the racing community within minutes was working on it, and they've raised, because you can't work for an amount of time, so the racing community raised thousands and thousands of dollars to help him out instantly. So, and a big part to do with that is because his family's been racing since, well, they've been racing here since the 90s, but they've been racing since the 80s or 70s, maybe even the whole family, and they're well known. So
yeah, so he was actually out here for an update.
Yesterday.
He was out here yesterday, just came to watch.
And thank everybody.
Super thankful. He was clear off the bat. It was a mechanical failure, but he was really in a well-built car, as Joel said. And there are no strangers around here, and to see him back the next race weekend, walking around the pits, chatting it up, helping with his knowledge with people. And I think to date it's sitting somewhere around $20,000, but that's a tribute to him and his family. And I think there's inherent risks in motorsports. We all know it's not something we ever want to see, but I have to give a shout out to our volunteers, to the medics, to the Valemount ambulance and the Valemount medic center, clinic center. They were phenomenal, and that's the first thing his dad said when he returned that day is, you guys have, hell of a great volunteers and staff at your hospitals and everything around here.
Well, I know safety is paramount, and I also know that having dealt with racers for a number of years, that racing is much more than a community, it's a family, right?
Oh yeah. Absolutely is, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one thing we pride ourselves around here, is that we have an incredible racing family here, and people come back and support each other and help each other. And you'll look around the pits here, you'll see on the track today, You know, everybody's out cheering on the next car. Somebody else beats them, they're out, you know, congratulating them. The mechanics, as you can see, are all in other pits. So we have, I honestly believe, the best racing family in the world.
Nice. Well, it is a big community effort, and I know a lot of people have chipped in. This year I see a beautiful new truck. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I definitely do, yeah. So we were riding on the backs of Cedar Valley Holdings with their water truck for the last 2 years, which we're beyond grateful for what they did, because we couldn't have done it ourselves. And an association like this, there's no way we could afford a water truck of that quality until Columbia Basin and the Village of Valemount with their grants. We worked all together and we wrote it with our, Tamara and Ellen Duncan worked on that side of it, and then there was a couple of other ones wrote up, like looked at trucks and, you know, put it all together, a package, and we came up with a truck that is just phenomenal for the track. It's an older Peterbilt, but it's in beautiful shape, and it's exactly what we need for the track. It's really a game changer for us.
And I think it was evident yesterday. And, you know, we ran a 27 hobby stock main event yesterday, which is unheard of.
I think
It's
that's a
not
record
happening.
probably anywhere. I've never heard of one even really. Probably 22, 23 is probably a record. 27 is just crazy.
Yeah, and I believe 25 finished, and of the two that didn't, had nothing to do with the track, mechanical failures. But that's unheard of to happen. And that's because the dust is down, and it's because of that
And the
truck.
smooth track, yeah.
Yeah. So again, Columbia Basin Trust on that ready ground, huge. The Village of Valemount for backing it, and number 3 is the community, and so not just the community of Valemount, which really came out and voted and supported it, but we had racers and people coming from Hinton, Edson, Clearwater, Merritt on that day to be able to show support, you know, because they spend money and they spend time in our community. And so I think that, you know, it all helps and boosts tourism dollars as it goes along as well.
Absolutely. Well, we're here with Emma Mintz, Jamie Mintz, and Kaytie Mintz outside their, right in front of their car, and we're getting ready to race. Ladies, I want to ask you guys have been racing here since the start of the racing. What got you into racing in the first place?
So it was actually Kaytie that got us into racing. She wanted to try the test and tune last year, so she was the first one to sign up. And then we all joined in and all got the itch, so now we have cars.
Okay, Kaytie, so what do you like about racing?
I just like all the action of it.
So, are you the youngest person here?
Yes,
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
Wow, that's amazing. You don't even have your... You don't,
Started when she was 14.
wow, you don't even have your real driver's license yet.
No.
Good for you. And Emma, how'd you get into it?
Also Kaytie, and then we did the test and tune, and then I bought a car.
So Emma was actually the first one to roll it on corner 2.
Is that a badge of honor?
Pardon?
Is that a badge of honor?
I guess so.
So you're going to keep doing it next year as well?
Yeah.
And what about you as mom? Do you get a little worried about your girls being in this?
Yeah, I was pretty nervous, especially when Emma rolled it, and you're stuck in your cars, you can't really do anything. My husband actually just joined our fleet now too, so there's all 4 of us, so.
The family that races together.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Well, have fun today and have fun next year when you get back to it. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Afternoon to you. Championship Sunday here at Rocky Mountain Speedway. We will crown all of our season champions. A hard-fought season here at Rocky Mountain Speedway. And we had incredible race action yesterday. And with the cloud cover we have now normally on a 2-day show on a dirt/clay oval track, day 2, sometimes the cars don't go as fast around the oval track as they normally do. But with the cloud cover that we've got, we had actually a little bit of a sprinkle here about an hour and a half ago. And we could actually see a faster track here this afternoon than we did yesterday afternoon. It's going to be interesting here. Super stocks coming out onto the racetrack. Yes, and from yesterday, they posted some blisteringly fast times here. It's going to be a great 5-lap trophy dash, green flag in hand, and away we go. Brad Warrner, Terry Squatta, side by side down the back straightaway, and it is into the early race lead on this lap. Earlier, Brad Warrner won yesterday's Trophy Dash. The 338 of Chase Rich won yesterday's Trophy Dash. This is the random draw as far as how we do our lineup for Trophy Dash. Now remember, Terry Splata in the number 4 machine and the 338 of Chase Rich. They are No, there's no points in Trophy Dashes. But remember, these two cars are tied for 4th in points heading into the final race. Yesterday, Brad Warrner was hoping to sweep the day with a Trophy Dash win, a heat race win, and a feature event win. Well, what he has done, he has swept the Trophy Dash. Winning yesterday and winning today. Warner will be happy with that run.
Going back.
Finished third in the feature yesterday afternoon. And he will kick off this Sunday afternoon with a Trophy Dash win. Get to do the victory lap. Flag. Now Brad Warrner enters race action third in the championship points chase. He is just 20 points back of the number 5 car, Joe Rich. Holds on to that number 2 spot. Your current season points leader heading into the final race day of 2025, Josh Umana. You broke the flag! You broke it! Oh, there we go. Quick fix. Good way to kick off a Sunday afternoon there, eh, Brad? You betcha. Your Trophy Dash winner number 1 in Superstock out of Clearwater in an S&S pushing. That's Brad Warrner. And Joe Rich finished second in the feature event yesterday. Your feature event winner was the 81 of Josh Giuliano. Rich keeping pace. Down the back straightaway, Joe Rich looking to the outside. He might switch down to the inside. Oh, he's staying with the outside line. Now he's down low here to the inside. One and two, a little bit of a bobble there. Rich, he'll lose a little bit of forward momentum coming out of turn number 2. Gathering things up, gaining ground. And Joe Rich, this could be his day today. Chicago, he will have other things to say on the racetrack. Rich and Mason. Down the back straightaway they go for the final time in this second Superstock Trophy Dash championship. Battled hard yesterday in the pieces. In fact, this was the only class, the Superstock class, that did not see a yellow flag in any of their race action on Saturday afternoon's race program. Checkered flag in hand now for Josh Uplata. He'll do his victory lap. Next time we'll see the Superstocks will be for heat race action, and valuable season points will be on the line. Uplata coming out of turn number 4. Checkered flag waving in the wind. Stop at the front straightaway. Sarah will hand over that beautiful Trophy Dash trophy. And there we go. Good way to kick off the day. For Josh Uplata out of Edson, your current season points leader. He'll enter the pits.
And then it just locks up. G-Body versus Camaro. All of them. Jordan grabs that checkered flag, taking it for a Jordan heads down the front stretch and start to mention her sponsors. Napa, TNA Services, Apex Auto, Cal Tire, All In Towing, Summit Welding, All Choice Rentals, Full Throttle Industries, and they've got a new sponsor. I don't have it written down, but I will have it for you for her next win, because I know there's going to be another one. Your winner out of Hinton, Alberta, the 97, Jordan Mitchner. Here's your winner out of Hidden, Alberta. I'd like to thank a new sponsor, Westward Sand and Gravel, Napa, All In Auto, Full Throttle Industries, Summit Welding, Cal Tire, All Choice Rentals, Apex Auto Body, DNA Services, and Hidden, Alberta, number 44, Corey Mitchner. Celebrate that almost victory. Wasn't last. She didn't get lapped. She's getting that car figured out. I'm looking for huge things from that old for next season. Okay, is Joel going to put on a show for us? He goes around with that checkered flag. Yeah, he is. He always puts on a show, junk. Well, if he didn't have to slow down to the front here to drop off that flag, that might have been one of the fastest times of the day. Your winner out of Tijon Cash. Sponsored by Cedar Valley Holdings, Equine Entrepreneur, Travis Auto, Micah Mountain Ventures, Tri-Ken Well Services, Glacier Fire Pizzeria, the number 84, Joel Cinnamon. The green flag up. Are we ready to go? Well, it's not going to take a long time to read out the sponsors on that 78 car. But this would be a good time to remind you, if you see a car out there you like, you figure you want to throw some money at it, help that driver out, help him get back out here to the track, maybe help get some parts, get some fuel, feel free to approach any of those drivers when you come down into the pits later on. Be your winner out of Edson, Alberta. Sponsored by Edson Signs, the number 78. Ken Clark. The winless. That car looks so pretty. Race, the number 8 car. Nick's gonna try the high side, then dive down on the inside. There you go, coming around. Taking fourth, should have been second, the 161 of Kaytie Mintz. Valemount, sponsored by Robson Valley Home Hardware, Lord Coat Racing, Snipes Contracting, Rich Boys, listening. The number 8, Wes Lewis. Kevin won his trophy dash yesterday on 3 tires. He had a flat, and it looks like they all got air right now. We'll see what he does on his victory lap this time around. Your winner, sponsored by Captain's Pizza, Three Boys in Fox Creek, Metalheads, White's Rig Repair, DuraPay, EDC Enterprises, Storm Electric, Twisted Edge Signs, Pro West Motorsports, Maverick Fire Safety, and Sales. Checking out the rhubarb. We got Eric out there behind the wheel of that 20 car. Everybody come out of it just fine. 1 lap down, 4 laps to go. Spot the 86, Faith Peters. Rounding out the group is the number 20 car, Eric Armstrong. Take his victory lap. Tommy comes down the front stretch. I'd like to let you know that his sponsors are BJC HVAC, Barrier Auto and Truck Tow, Rocky Mountain Contracting, DJ's Plumbing, and Insight Tire and Barrier out of McClure, BC. Your winner, the number 67, Thomas Cameron. Well, that was the souped up 4 cylinders. Racers all eyes on the flag stand, waiting for that green flag to drop. Getting around the inside of that 7 car, getting a little wet and squirrely out there. Get it around, keep that car in one piece. Rain's starting to thicken up a little bit. Takes that checkered flag for a ride. So it looks like the track conditions might have gone a little bit sideways. Waiting on a determination whether we send out this last group of 4 cylinders right now or not. Nicholas coming down the front stretch, guys. Be ready, here he comes. Here's your winner. Out of McBride, BC, the number 14, Nicholas Frankie.
Update sponsored machine of John Shuplata, earning enough points in that opening heat race, and he has now officially clinched the 2025 Rocky Mountain Speedway Super Stock Champion. And the other battles will continue for second, third, fourth, and fifth. And congratulations to Dave Craig and Kaz Tremblay.
We're looking for the green flag coming into turn number 4. There it is. I didn't think we're going to be able to get back to racing action, but boy, oh boy, was that fast looking good. that tried the inside there on the 9 car, walked up the track, got into the side. Jordan blocked. Nothing intentional, I'm sure of that. He just washed up a little slickness on the track. Hopefully Jordan get that car fired up again and get back going. Unfortunately, Jordan took the worst of wear for that. He's got a flat left rear. He's going to have to come in. Pit crew, Jordan bought. Left rear tire is flat. Get that jack out, get ready to go. And in third place on a rookie weekend, the 05 car is Sapphire Belshane. Mike McCarville off the track in turn number 3, down the side. Opening up the look, see if he drives out. I think he got a flat tire. He had no control over what that car was doing. I see the smoking. It doesn't look like he's moving. So we're gonna need the Valemount Auto Rescue truck out there for the first time today. First time we really need them. Tow truck in turn number 4. into the woods, back out on the track. He takes third. The number 71 car, Kevin LeBron. But they made it work. That's a testament to the drivers. Well, 17 and 33 battling over second spot. Thomas Cameron. They'd be quite happy if they keep moving around out there. Cannot get clear of the 33. The 33 cannot get around the 17. We got 5 laps down. 5 laps. Thomas Cameron coming around now, taking the white flag, 1 lap to go. Looking at that checkered flag this time. There we go. Second spot for 17 to Cameron Stewart. Third place for 33. Richard Hildebrand. What happened to Pinky? I see that 86 of Faith Peters on the infield. He didn't get all the laps in. Here comes around now, taking that checkered flag. Well, that's going to bring us now to the 4-cylinder Bandits. hobby stock down on the inside of the 7. Once again, rookie season for the driver of that 14 car. Ever since she got behind the wheel of that hobby stock, her confidence has built and built and built. Once again, but he kept it on the wheels this time. I think he's driving out. I see the dust. I think he's ready to drive on to turn number 2. Of course, the 95 and the 19 of them in. Third place now. Coming around looking for the checkered flag, your winner, the 97, the Sapphire Belgian. We got the 95 of Sarah Forrest. 7 car Neil Anderson and 19 of Emma Mintz. That's going to bring us now to our trophy dash. Sapphire, come on back. winner, taking home the cash. Cold hard cash. Mtn in Alberta, sponsored by Northern Provincial Pipelines, Rolling Coal Enterprises, and All In Auto. The number 81, Josh Shaflata. Setting the pace. BC, sponsored by Robson Valley Home Hardware, Lord Coat Racing, Snipes Contracting, Rich Boys, and Lucid Inc. Here he comes. He can hear you now. The winner, number 8, Wes Lewis. Josh looks like he's running some pace laps right now. His passenger might be screaming a little bit, so he'll tap her cool. Unless he hears, faster, faster. Jessica Eben. Hopefully she signed a waiver before getting in that car. Maybe brought something clean to change into afterwards. Jessica, how was that? Did you like it? That right there is going to be a smile that's never going to go off that face. What's that she saying? She wants to do it again? Do it again? Colors on the line. Winner takes all. Here he comes, ready to take that cash with a big smile and an open hand. Sponsored by VJC HVAC, Barrier Auto and Truck Tow, Trophy Mountain Contracting, DJ's Plumbing, and Insight Tire and Barrier. Your winner out of McClure, BC. The birthday boy, Thomas Cameron. Four-lap dash for cash, 250. For the next season. Sapphire Pelche out front, holding up the challenge for 14. Great drinking 53 car. Doesn't seem to be running quite right now. That car's usually right up front. Maybe he's waiting for the track. Continuing to lead this race. Nicholas Frankie trying to make that pass. They're setting up a big finish for all the bones here. Oh no! Oh no! Twice down. Nicholas going up into the 97. Well, I know that 95 car there, like don't wreck, but if you do, one go to the left, one go to the right, so I can go up the middle and take the cash, but well-deserved win by that 97 car, Sapphire Pelche. That young woman is on fire. Not literally. Well, she's flying out there. Your winner out of Valemount, BC, sponsored by Rocky Mountain Ventures, Travis Auto, Napa, and Hinton. Cedar Valley Holdings, Lordco, and Valemount Auto Rescue. The 97 Sapphire Pelche. Putting on a show, two cars. flag this time around. White flag out of the 19 car of Emma Mintz. To take this trophy dash. At the line, you're the winner. The number 19 car, Emma Mintz. I think she did it with a flat tire. Winner on 3 tires. You know what? For a 2-car race, that was pretty gosh darn phenomenal. That's going to bring us now to a 15-minute intermission time for the, Emma's got a flat, so she's probably not going to do her victory lap.
Well, we're here with Brad Warrner, who is from Clearwater and Car 99 today and formerly a resident of Valemount. Brad, thanks for coming back.
Boy, I sure appreciate coming out to this track. You know, I'm glad that Tamara and Joel have spent the time and effort into this track and put it to what it is today, because I raced here in the back in '97 and you know, it was a good track then, and I feel that it's just got better over the years in curing and however it sets in, and they know what's going on prepping the track. This track is very fast. It's one of the best tracks. I'm pretty sure it's the best track I ever raced on. I've raced on a lot of tracks all over the place. I've been to Great Falls, Montana, and I've been all over the place, and I feel this is my home track, and it is very, very fast. And the people around here are just incredible. It's a family around here. It's not a group thing. If our neighbor here needs a hand, we give him a hand. If he needs information, we give him information. So, you know, it's a helping hand, and it's really showing here. All the cars are fast and they're even, and that's what keeps control of your cars. And as far as I'm concerned, this is the best it's ever been here.
Well, that's great. So how long have you been racing for?
Since 1997. I'm not going to do the math in my head real fast, but 27 years.
Okay, how'd you get into it?
And I got into it just, a friend of mine blew his engine up. He was racing. I went down in the pits to check him out and see what was up, and one thing led to another, and I got involved in 3 years of watching racing. I got to watch what they do and figured out what was going on, and then got into a car myself, and from there it's just, you see what they do and you just try to accomplish that and do your best.
Well, you're now into the, what do you call this class? You're in the top class here?
Yeah, it's the super stock class, you know, and it's not unlimited, but it's getting pretty close to me. And, you know, we're limited on carburetors and cranks and stuff, but it's fairly close on the power out there. Everybody's pretty even. It's more or less just getting traction setups and stuff to win races. It's not any more power than the next, and it looks like it wins sometimes, but it isn't. It's just set up.
Yeah, you got a great fast car. I saw you have a little trouble there on turn number 1 earlier.
Yeah, I was just testing out the high line, see how far you can go. I almost went right around, so I know you can go ways. But other than that, no, this track was just absolutely awesome right now. Today's one of our better days. When you get an overcast like a day today and you get that tacky track, you're going to have probably the fastest racing you're going to have all year. You know, it's cool, your motors run cool, you got better traction, and it's just real close racing. Everybody's pretty competitive with it, and it looks good too for the fans. And the fans that we got here are just, they see the effort that the cars are getting, the people are putting in their cars here, and they're showing up to see them. And it's, you know, Valemount, it's one of the most people I've ever seen come to a track in different places I've been in the big cities, and the crowds here are just phenomenal. They love their racing here.
Well, that's great. Well, it's a great product. It's a lot of fun, and they as you say, put a lot of effort into it. You still got another race or two left?
I've got one more race here. We're going out for our feature race in that 25 lapper, and I just try my best is all I can do. And yeah, we're ready to go here. We're running behind today, but it should be a good race.
Yeah, I had a bit of a rain delay. How's the season been for you?
It's been pretty good. I've been having transmission problems with this particular car with automatics, but I got it cured now. I'm a standard setup in it, and yeah, I'm thinking it's bulletproof now, and so my consistency should pick up, you know, and that should help me, you know, for next season be more consistent. right now I'm sitting in third in points, and you know, I'm pretty proud of that because I've missed a fair amount of race days, so I've had to work hard to get farther up in the pack to get points, and I feel pretty good about my situation right now.
Great, thanks very much, Brad, and best of luck in the last race.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for coming and talking to me.
Josh Shuklata out of Edson, Alberta. Still lots to be decided in this big feature event. Who will finish second? Who will finish third? Who's going to finish fourth? Who's going to finish fifth? We had a total of 13 cars come through the gates in the 2025 season. We've got 7 of them here with us this afternoon. A corner away from letting them loose. Fastest cars on the racetrack. Coming out of turn 4. Sean Peltier has the green flag in hand, and here we go. Brad Warrner, great jump, taking advantage of that pole position, taking over the early race lead as they come around to the lead. The other Well, the cars are off. Someone's brake discs are glowing red hot. It's your brakes, Josh. Smells like it anyway. Oh, is that what it is? Well, second day in a row standing on the podium. This time, however, you get the big trophy. Mr. Brad Warrner, congrats. What a race track. Fastest has been the entire race season.
You know, that is a true story, and I don't know, that's as fast as I've ever been on this track. Today was the fastest we've run in years.
How about decades? How about decades?
Decades, that's a true story. But I'll tell you, Joel does a one heck of a job in his crew prepping this track. I'm impressed.
Absolutely. Fast car, and yesterday you missed getting the big win and sweeping the day, but what a way to wrap up the year, standing in victory lane.
Oh, for sure, I'm sure appreciated. And you fans was why we come to race, because we put the show on for you. Thank you.
And what a show it was. Congratulations, your feature event winner, Brad Warrner. Well, we talked about it earlier today in the first heat race. All you had to do was take the green. You had the points cushion, and you grabbed the points needed. Congratulations to the 2025 Rocky Mountain Speedway Superstock Champion.
Thank you very much. It feels good. Feels really good.
It was an incredible weekend. The competition was insane. You came in, there's two drivers breathing down your neck, but yesterday's performance with the big win definitely helped matters heading into Championship Sunday.
Yeah, 100%. Car was working really well, and got no complaints. Fast track, good guys to race with, nice clean race. Great.
Now, let's take a look ahead. I think a few of you guys aren't done racing for the 2025 season just yet.
No, we're headed to Merritt there on Thanksgiving weekend. That'll be our last one.
Last one of the year will be in Merritt on a Thanksgiving weekend. So again, congrats. Savor the podium finish, second, and a win yesterday. And you guys can have a chit-chat about the what-ifs throughout the year. Congratulations, Josh Plata, second place, and your season champion for 2025. Well, Joe Rich, congratulations. You needed to finish third or better to hang on to that number 2 spot, and you did it. You're on the podium, a third place finish, and what a race weekend.
Yeah, it was real good. It was actually a really good race here. I want to thank all the sponsors. The turnout here every weekend, it just amazes me every time we come out here. We really appreciate having you guys all out here to watch us go around like a bunch of idiots. And a good bunch of guys to race with. I couldn't ask for a bunch of guys to go around in circles with us. It was a lot of fun. And just thanks for sharing it with us, and have yourselves a good winter, I guess, at this point.
Well, what's it like with your son being on the racetrack as well? It was his rookie season. He'll clinch the Rookie of the Year honors with his performance today. It's obviously, you've got 2 father and son combos here, and it's awfully special, obviously, to have your son on the racetrack racing against you and with you.
Oh, it has been 100%. We threw a car together for the young fella out of a bunch of pieces I had kicking around, and he showed up with it, and he was competitive all season. I will say this, there was a few times he got in the damn way and I wish he'd have moved over, but it's his God-driven right to race, so we'll let him have that.
Well, congratulations. Third place finish here, unofficially third in the points for, second in the points for 2025. And you were the point leader at one point until August, and that's going to be a month that you're going to go rats. Why do we have to race in August?
Yeah, 100%. August bit me in the butt. I pulled bad pogs actually July, August, and September, so I'm starting from the back. But without any complaints, the Dodges are going to have their work cut out for them next year, I guarantee you.
Joe Rich, everyone. Great season from all the Superstock competitors.
Great weekend, of course, that nailed it, now 161. Away we go.
red so we can get it all lined up. There's no sense having these cars do it. And Grandma Jeannie Ford and Cinnamon Ford. Corey mentioned our whole back. Might be sitting in a certain position, they may not be, they may be a lap down. But we have that new transponder system that tells exactly which cars finished how many laps, where they're sitting in this race. Right now, 3X just did it at 97. a race that was in the motorsports. SS Brushing Valley Speed Kamloops, the number 10 car out of Clearwater, Kaytie Mintz. Coming across the line in second place, Tijon Cash. Sponsored by Cedar Valley Holdings, Equine Entrepreneur, Travis Auto, Micah Mountain Ventures, Trican Well Services, and Glacier Fire Pizzeria. The number 84, Joel Cinnamon. Well, I've been telling you all day today and all day yesterday that young lady told me she's going to show the boys how it's done. Boy, oh boy, she did it. You're a winner. Out of Hinton, Alberta. Sponsored by Napa, TNA Services, Apex Auto Body, Cal Tire, All In Auto, Summit Welding, All Choice Rentals, Full Throttle Industries, and brand new sponsor, Black. Hey, wait a minute. That's somebody else's sponsor. 67. If he gets out front, runs fine, he wants to run. I don't think there's going to be that. Well, he's got the low line now and not quite positioned on Tommy. So he backs out a little bit, gives Tommy the safety he needs. Kind of glad there's only 5 cars in this race because all this is setting up to be some finish, folks. Richard Hilder running at 33. What a great race that was for that 67 and 33. Running that immediately following our main event. Going on with that 7 car, Neil Anders. He's running up front. He's on the first half of the race. swapped out, still get back out there and get first finishing points. 97 to Sapphire Plus here. Sounds like the 95 blew a shift there, all of a sudden also for the rest of the better. Trying to get down into the infield here. Well, I think the price just went down a little bit on that car. Got her back out there. I think she only lost one lap. Well, almost a whole weekend. Threw that tire out into the bush there yesterday. Emma Mintz back in again. Sean's got the white flag in hand. White flag's going to go out to 97. Frankie going to finish up this one the way they did on the dash for cash. Emma Mintz is making it back out again for finishing points. What a crew. 2 tire changes. She only lost 2 laps this whole race. The checkered flag. Your winner is 95 cars down there. speaking of good stuff, coming across the line in third place, number 53 out of Hinton, Alberta, sponsored by All Choice Rentals, Inner City Diesel, Fine Line, Monkey, and T&A Tinting. The number 53 rating. Great. Coming across now in second place, out of McBride, BC, Nicholas Frankie. And your winner, from right here at Valemount, sponsored by Micah Mountain Ventures, Travis Auto, Napa and Hinton, Cedar Valley Holdings, Lord Co, and Valemount Auto Rescue, the 97 Sapphire Belshade.
So let's just kind of wrap it up with what's the plans for next year?
So plans for next year is more of the same, but a little bit better. We'd like to get some lighting in the pits here. We're going to do 5 race weekends again, but we have racers coming from far and wide. Lots of time they don't get in till midnight, 1, 2 in the morning because they're loading up and driving from wherever. So we'd like to have the pits lit up for them when they're unloading and all that. Would be really that's one of our big steps.
Yeah, and I think, for us, some of it we keep under wraps. We're always working on something. So we do have some really big plans for next year. But I think Joel's right. Is for us, it's more and better, and really making sure that we're not overworking our volunteers and that everybody, because we have incredible volunteers here that step up every weekend. So just making sure that as we build it, we build something that not only is, kind of the fastest racing that you're going to find, but also the best community. And, part of that is just keeping sustainability. So, yeah, we have some big plans, and we'll be back next year, bigger and better, that's for sure.
Awesome. And I just want to go out with a little plug for will there be the 2nd annual Frostbite Fury?
You betcha. Yeah. So Frostbite Fury, we had our first annual last year, and it was phenomenal. And the number of people who said, "Oh, I own a sled, I can come race." That was the big disconnect, right? And so it happens Family Day weekend. It'll be the Saturday of Family Day weekend, which is BC and Alberta. And it's kind of run what you bring. Bring whatever you got for snowmobile. We did last year. We did vintage. We did kids. We did a modified. And then all the engine classes in between. But hell of a day, a lot of fun, families everywhere. There's fire pits going, the concession open. So we're looking forward to it, and we'll start advertising that probably November, December. But it's going to be a huge event. And it was our biggest event actually last year was Frostbite Fury.
It was massive. We live in Valemount, right? We need, it's a snowmobile community. That's really what kickstarted all of the tourism in Valemount is the snowmobiling. So we'd like to get back to that. And really that weekend we had 1,200-1,400 people through the gate in one day. It was 20 below that morning, it warmed up, and we still had that many people. And we had people from all over the place, prairies, all over the place, and we're getting calls now for stateside and everything. So it's gonna turn into a massive event. Yeah.
And I think that was kind of one of the shining pieces is that we're not snowmobilers. And so when we showed up that day, we weren't sure. Showed up 2 hours before gates, and it was lined out to the highway. And the first couple guys that I met came up to me, and they were like the 1978 and the 1980 World Oval Track champions. We had X Game guys out here. We had Red Bull guys out here. So we had from that caliber down to Little Bo. Little Bo was here, and he was 2 at the time, and was out racing. So, our number one focus here is family, good, clean family fun in an environment that people can feel, that they're a part of.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, guys, to you and your amazing team of volunteers and support workers here, and to the racing community as well. You've really brought this back to life, and it's great to see it happening.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. I'd just like to thank you, Michael, and VCTV for coming out, and you've been following us our whole ride along here. It's been awesome.